Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August 16th through the 22nd. It is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, as well as the near future. I'm going to clarify that. We'll clear that spread, get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the oracle cards and the romance angels. So I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who is returning. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. All right. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. This is for Capricorn. All right. Let's see what's going on. In the recent past, we have the Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles, and the look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. In your current energy, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. That's really great. I love that energy. And then your overall energy for the week is the Three of Cups. So I love this. It feels very much about celebration. And it can mean a lot of different things. And in this case, I really do sense that something feels really good. When I started to do your reading and I sat down here, I started to feel a sense of, I can take a deep breath. Is everything perfect? Maybe not. But in this case, there's something that you feel good about. So it could be a tiny little thing that just brought a glimmer of hope or a feeling of I get to spend time with people that I love and care about. That you could be celebrating somebody's birthday this coming up week, or they just told me someone's baby shower. That could be for a few of you. It just feels like a really happy energy. So let's get into your recent past and see what's coming up for you. The Hierophant with the Four of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So where you have been cautious and protective, that feels like it's the payoff. The Hierophant is the higher up, the bigger beings, right? The universe. This is, you've been patient, holding back, either being careful with your money, something where you've been somewhat protective. It's like being selfish with your own energy, and I celebrate the hell out of that because it means that you're not allowing things into your energetic field that are going to rock you. And this to me says that spirit is going to bring you something, some kind of either reward, award, something had happened where you finally felt like you had a reason to celebrate. So I just feel like I can't get over how energetic this feels. Something you've done, something you've shifted and changed is really going to start bringing you the outcomes that you've been expecting. It is not only turning in your favor, I think it's now going to show you that the faith that you've had all along and you trusting that where you needed to hold back is going to pay off for you. All right, we'll look at the clarifiers in just a moment. So in your current energy, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So you had something great happen. There may now feel like a sense of, okay, this started to move forward, but right now I do feel still a little bit stuck. I still can't see the future. I feel a little bit if I can speak the words, a little bit vulnerable around not knowing what's going to happen coming up. So that could create a sense of feeling stuck. It definitely can. Whenever we aren't 100% sure, and it takes a lot to get to that place where you just have blind faith. And that's what I want to call this. It's being vulnerable to that blind faith. All right, so we will clarify that in a moment as well. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This is working really, really hard to fight for your independence. If you've had to break away from something that was holding you back, let's say you had a job that just didn't feel like it was paying off, or you had worked so hard and you had never leveled up. Now you're creating something either you're working harder or you're finally getting that recognition that you deserve. Maybe there was competition at your job and it finally feels like there's some kind of stability. So things feel like they're evening out in that case. Now, do you have people who are competitive with you at work? Very possibly. Could there be an energy around you that seems to be difficult or tries to sway you because they're jealous of how hard you work and how independent you are? Sure. I mean, that happens a lot. It's pretty common. So you may see that in the near future. Say you're taking a step up or you're moving into a different position, something's happening for you and you fought really hard to get there. You could just have, a couple of people around you that may not be such pleasant jealousy, but it is what it is, right? There's always going to be somebody that wants what you have. All right, let's get into the clarifiers. Tell me about the Hierophant with the Four of Pentacles, please. This is for Capricorn. All right, so we have the Devil in reverse. Good, good. The Hierophant, and then the Three of Wands. And then the overall energy. See, there's the Star card for you. All that manifesting that you've been doing is finally paying off. You could have reaped some of those rewards already, and that's giving you that confidence that, okay, so I worked really hard and now things are really showing up, and I can see how my manifestations are starting to come to fruition. This could also be that you've done a tremendous amount of healing, which a lot of Capricorns have. You guys have been through hell and back and then some. So now is that time where you get to celebrate the victories, right? You get to celebrate what you've overcome, how you've healed, how you've grown spiritually, how you've done some personal work, how you protected yourself, released yourself from a lot of toxic energy. It's really incredibly beautiful. All right, so with the Devil in reverse and the Hermit card and then the Three of Wands, this is that fear on either side of the Hermit saying, when you go within and you do that work, this is saying you have no fear about what could come. This is also about trusting what's coming towards you. Now that something has shown up, it's like your faith is renewed, is what I want to say. So even though there were times when you doubted that you could get through this, the Hermit shows up and says, you know what? You see things for what they are. You recognize, those little snakes in the grass that always seem to cross our path every now and then to test us. And now it's like, okay, I don't fear the future anymore. I don't, because I trust. I really do. I know how hard I've worked to get where I am today, and I'm not going to let anything rock that. Not after all that you've been through. All right, let's look at the Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. If you've made some kind of an investment, you could actually see a very large return on that. I had spoken to you guys, I want to say a couple months ago, about needing to invest. So if some of you did, you could see that paying off, or just having invested in yourself and there's a huge payoff for that. Could be around health, could be around, you changed your diet and you wanted to either lose some weight or get in a little bit better shape, and now all of a sudden you're starting to see the results of that. Congratulations to those of you that have been doing that. It can be really hard to hold back. Look, I know, trust me, I know. We all need Taco Bell in our life every now and then. If you hate Taco Bell, then whatever your favorite little fast food restaurant is. So it's like, now you can treat yourself every now and then because you've worked really hard. And yes, those types of things can really feel like a treat if you've been super strict with yourself. All right, so let's see what comes up for the Four of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Overall for that is the Magician in reverse. There's definitely been energies of people around you that have, it sounds so terrible and I hate to talk about this, but we all have people who don't want to see us succeed. And the thing about Capricorns, you guys never stop going. It doesn't matter how hard the universe comes down on you. It's like you fight your way back up out of whatever situation, regardless of how stuck you may feel. So look how pretty she is sitting there on her knees like, I may be blindfolded, but I'm not stupid. So if you think you're going to get one over on me, you're not. And that's why I said you've done the work and you've protected yourself, and now you're getting that payoff. So where there were times when you felt unstable and or stuck, you've released a lot of that. The Wheel of Fortune's come in to show you, hey, you're good. This is no longer the energy that you're carrying. Some of you could still feel this way or did in the recent past, and that energy's passing. Some of you still might feel a little bit stuck. So again, different timelines. So there may have been that feeling and it's bleeding a little bit into the current energy, but I sense that a lot of you have done so much work that things are actually looking really good. Now the Magician in reverse, a little bit of lack of trust around those manifestations, or it could feel just like some of them haven't come to fruition yet. Doesn't mean they're not going to. That's that feeling of, do I trust what I can't see? All right, so let's clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse with the Two of Wands. All right. We have the Hangman in reverse, great energy, the Sun in reverse, and the Page of Swords. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So were you held on tight and protected yourself? Now there's a sense of opening back up. So you may be feeling a little safer in allowing yourself to either spend a little bit, or maybe you don't have to be as guarded as you were because of whatever circumstances you had gone through. The Hangman is coming out of a place of feeling stuck again. You're just not dangling in the wind wondering what's going to happen. And that's kind of what he does. He just kind of hangs out and waits to see how things are going to change and shift. And then we have the Sun in reverse. So could there be a feeling of the sun's not really shining as brightly? Sure. I get there's kind of mixed emotions. So like I said, some of you are going through some really great things, and others of you might still feel just a tad bit stuck. But with the Page of Swords, this is determination to find the happiness and get yourself from a place of feeling stuck to unstuck. Now, the Page of Swords could also be, I just sense that there's someone who has something that they want to tell you. If there's someone who's been unhappy about how things have been going, you might get a message. This could be a child that's just not happy with themselves, or they felt stuck and they want to explain why they've been acting the way that they've been acting. This could be an energy of just wanting to start fresh from a different perspective as well, as you start to move forward away from anything that was creating unhappiness that kept you stuck. Whoops. All right, so let's look at the Two of Wands with the Eight of Swords. All right, that feels good. Look at that. We've got the World card and the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. And then the Four of Pentacles pop back up on the bottom. So the world is very much about changing. This is that new cycle that you guys, as I've said, some of you have, it's already started to happen. Now, others of you that are just maybe a little bit behind because that's what your experience is meant to be, different astrological signs, different placements, but it is definitely wrapping up a huge cycle. So as far as a love relationship, I don't pick up on something right now that is the main focus. Doesn't mean it isn't a main focus in your life, but something is definitely changed for you. Could you be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus? Both are showing up there for me. I also feel Gemini very strongly, and Taurus again. Now, you could also have a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you could be dealing with. Lots of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of air energy. So with the World and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there may have been a little bit of a need to push forward, but then a little bit of a lack of confidence in how does this move forward? How can I find the stability? Where is that fresh start? Well, the Two of Pentacles says you're not going back and forth about it anymore. So where this new beginning needs to come in, it's like a feeling of, okay, yes, things are getting better, but I really want to take a step into something that I've been dreaming about doing. So there could be something about money. It feels like if you want to take a step into a new position, that's what I feel like. Could there be some need to be careful with finances, yes. But at the same time, some of you have opened up. I'm sorry, because there's a lot of back and forth energy, because there's so many of you. I'm hitting all the areas that I can that might resonate for you guys. Plain and simple, this is a brand new cycle, and you're starting to feel it. There is no question. You don't have to go back and forth in your head constantly. You just start to feel the shifts in your current energy. All right, so let's look at the Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. All right, this is for Capricorn. We have the Justice card, okay, with the Tower in reverse and the Hierophant. Gosh, what gorgeous energy. The Nine of Pentacles. So anything or anyone that created any kind of instability in your life, that's where this justice is coming in. So if somebody's been playing games with you at work or even in a relationship, there's going to be balance brought back to it. So just know that. There's justice that's going to be found in the situation. Plus, it's like I'm just going to stand here and look pretty or handsome, whichever, male or female, and know that I'm okay. I'm not going to worry about what anybody else has to say. My shit's already fallen apart enough in my life. I deserve this balance, and I know that I'm protected. The Hierophant, this is a higher power. This could also mean that there's going to be justice in a relationship that is of the higher. In other words, marriage, something very, very serious. If you had ended one in the past, now there's going to be justice in that situation. There's faith. And this is also having a lot more faith. When you feel like you can trust after tough times, that's when the balance comes in. Plus, you're working really hard and fighting really hard to get back on your feet. And I see that independent. It isn't just about being independent financially. It's about feeling like you're your own person. You could be in a relationship and still just need to be independent of that relationship. All right. Let's see what's going on with the Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. And then we have the Six of Wands. So something that didn't feel like you, let's say, didn't feel like you got justice or you didn't feel like it was successful. There's something that needs to be spoken up about because there's a releasing of some kind of a burden in the near future. This could be just something that creeps up and you're not feeling quite yourself, but there's a need to speak on it. So if somebody's interfering at work or you have somebody who's jealous and you just feel better stepping back, but yet they talk about you in a negative way, that's not who you are. They're trying to portray you as something different than you are. And maybe in the past you cared and now you're just like, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. But at some point, I do feel like you need to speak up. Because sometimes people just cross a line and we need to put them back in their place. So if there's somebody in your life right now that seems to be doing that, I'd say, yeah, speak your mind. All right. Let's get into your person's energy and your energy. I'm going to clear this really quick. There wasn't a tremendous amount about love in the main reading, so we may get a lot more insight into what's going on with whoever's on your mind. So bear with me for just a second. All right, this is for Capricorn. All right, I just saw the Seven of Cups. Still a bit of confusion. This is for Capricorn and their person, please. All right, so your person's energy is the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse, okay? You are the King of Wands, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting energy. The overall is the Ace of Pentacles. Is there a possibility for a stable new beginning? Sure. Your person is not in a very happy place. So do I feel like there's a lot of fear and confusion around them? Absolutely. There's a sense of them not being sure how to get past certain emotions. Have they let some things go? Yeah, they have. They've come out of this space of wondering and waiting, but there's still fear around the things that didn't make them, how do I put that? they're unhappy. And I feel like they're unhappy because they're sad about how things are with you. And they haven't had the ability to bring you the clarity. So I feel like they're still holding back. They're still fearful of how to move forward. But they're trying to get to a place where they're not just sitting around and waiting. They'd like to not necessarily get over it, but they want to get over the hurt feelings. Okay, so your energy is the King of Wands with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. What's so interesting about this is that you come up in so many different ways. So the King of Wands is feeling not only attractive and sexy and appealing, even if you're not feeling it yourself, you're attracting that. So your energy is exuding this passionate, fiery type of energy, where the Page of Wands in reverse, you could just feel like you've dealt with a lot of people who were not on the same level that way. In other words, they couldn't express themselves the same way you do or connect on the same level that you do. With the Knight of Swords, I think you're going to hold back about speaking up with this person. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like a lack of desire to take action. If this person isn't going to come out of whatever this energy is that they're feeling, it's like you're allowing them to just figure it out for themselves, but you're going to sit here and look pretty while you do it. If I'm not saying that you're waiting on somebody from the past. If you are, they're seeing you like this, and they also see that you're unwilling to take any kind of action or tolerate someone who isn't going to take the action that is necessary. All right, let's look at the romance angels, because I do see that there's a possibility, which is so conflicting, for this new stable beginning. I hate to take your side on this. I don't hate to take your side because I want to always take your side, but in this case, I'd say, this person's issues are this person's issues. It has nothing to do with you. So we have make the effort, calling in your soulmate. This could be the one. And heart-to-heart conversations. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Whoever you're dealing with, I do feel like this is somebody that you are definitely connected to. Maybe they have to get over something else that's been dragging them down, and they haven't told you everything that you need to know. Even if you've been in a relationship with somebody for a very long time, sometimes they don't reveal their inner, deepest, darkest feelings, thoughts, and all the stuff that's going on within them. So make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. If you don't want to take the steps and you were waiting for your person to, even if you're in the relationship, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm just going to give you some space. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Do I think you're willing to? Maybe. But I think you're probably going to be patient and let this person figure out their own stuff. Let's see what the possible outcome is. This is for Capricorn. I'm going to shuffle this really quick. All right, this is for Capricorn. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Great. Yep, no more drama, not being stuck. Standing up and defending it. Look at that, the Lover's card. So as weird as this energy may seem, this is the end result. Gemini. And then we have the Death card. So this relationship is just going through a major transformation right now, and somebody just hasn't really spoken up about it. It will, the clarity will come. So this is not being stuck anymore, right? There's no more drama. This is defending the relationship. The Hierophant in reverse just needs a little bit more faith. And I think the two of you will come to it separately and come back together and have that conversation that says, listen, we're not stuck. We can figure this out. All right, let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Capricorn. All right, that's the one. We have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. All right. And then we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. That makes perfect sense. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. All right, I feel the need to pull this one as well. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Perfect. All right, last but not least, we will get a few messages from Spirit from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Capricorn. All right, so we have Go to the Sea. We have Never Ending Story. Mending, yep. Not for You. And then we have Unfinished Symphony. So you may be questioning the not for you part, but Unfinished Symphony is all about new beginnings. It's a 10, believe it or not. So this is going to be for those of you that are, you know that this person is someone that you want to be with. This isn't a question about someone who it was in the past that was difficult or that you know you had to get out of. The sevens are about balance and trusting God and spirit. It's a very God-like energy, going with the flow. The never-ending story, you're shutting down this cycle. These are 2 10s for you. Brand new beginnings. This is closing out. Like I said, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the World card, right? Or was it you know which ones. You know what I'm talking about. I'm picturing the one, the Wheel of Fortune, and I'll think of it. And then we have mending. So if something needs to be mended, absolutely, Spirit's got your back on this. That also reduces to a 7. So you've got 7, 7, and then there's another 7. So 7s could be showing up in your life very significantly. Not for you. I want to say that this is something that you're dealing with at work. Maybe it was a friendship, a problem. Just know that if it's not for you, it's being shown to you and brought to the surface so you can release it from your life. But 6s are also about finding balance. So if something doesn't feel good, find the balance in it and just release that aspect, release that person. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I so appreciate all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And again, if you'd like a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. I hope you have a beautiful week. Love you lots, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.